For the Wormorok boss fight, you can go for a melee or an arrow build. Either can work, but an arrow build will probably take longer since the biggest challenge with this fight, in my opinion, isn't Wormorok itself but the smaller worms it will summon. But regardless of your build, I recommend that you get the Spear of Cycles since it will definitely make your job easier, as I will demonstrate in this video. The spear is located in the upper tunnels, specifically the underground maze here. But if you don't want to get the spear and just want to fight this boss right away, then the Wild Blade or Bloodthirsty Sight can also work. The fight starts with this spinning attack that will travel back and forth across the screen. You can pogo on top of the Wormorok in order to bait it into attacking you and then dash away. If you have the double jump at this point, then you can also just double jump over it and dash. Take note that when you bait the Wormorok, either through pogo or jumping over it, it will do this biting attacks twice, and upon the third time, it will re-emerge. Once it emerges, get ready to shoot an arrow towards its eye. Take advantage of the slow motion ability in case you're having a hard time targeting the eye. And that is essentially the whole fight. You bait and you shoot it in the eye until it dies. After each emergence, however, it will summon smaller worms through these yellow eggs dropping from the ceiling. You can destroy these yellow eggs before they touch the ground in order to reduce the total number of worms you will have to kill. The Wormorok will disappear for a short period of time after the worms drop, so make sure to wipe out as much worms as you can. Ideally, you would want to deal with the smaller worms first before baiting the Wormorok again, as all these worms will add up later on, which will only make the fight harder. Make sure to hit the eye or else it will not damage it, just like what happened here. After getting enough blood from killing the worms, as I've mentioned earlier, you can use the Wild Blade or Sight to deal more damage against the worms and kill them faster. But if you have the spear, then you can just do this and wipe them out in a couple of attacks. It is important to bait the smaller worms by passing through all of them before unleashing the spear so that you can wipe out most, if not all of them. You can tell where the smaller worms are by the shaking rocks on the floor. Rinse and repeat and you should be able to defeat this boss in no time. If you don't have enough blood to use your other weapons, you can pogo on each worm to make sure they aren't able to attack you. However, this tactic will be a lot more challenging once the Wormorok returns. It should be noted that jumping at the corners of the stage in order to avoid Wormorok's spinning attack will not trigger its biting attack, so use that to your advantage whenever you need to heal or plan your next move. Needless to say, don't do what I did here. Stay out of the way if you already know that it's going to emerge.
Masashiro te gaoro kedoste, eto kurose mao.